Then these two start stepping further in. Roll a perception check, both of you.
15.
I have a feeling all of us being in here is a bad idea.
Probably.
Oh, that's
Nat
natural
20.
Plus,
Yeah, what's your plus to perception?
Okay, so
I think
Probably
plus
nothing.
1.
you guys
Or-
notice
Maybe.
in
No, he has negative
Well,
1.
he's got negatives.
But he
Because
also
he
has
didn't ask.
proficiency.
both of
So he gets plus 1.
okay,
So
both
20.
of you will notice from the back rustling in the bushes, and out of one of the bushes a javelin will fly at who's the closest?
This is me, this is him.
Okay, flies out at you. Roll a dexterity save.
I didn't know.
So saving throw is +2.
That's why
I
you
get
get the
hit.
bug.
I'm not even gonna tell you. I'm not gonna say it. I don't want those
I
words
can
to
What
come out of
is
my mouth.
your AC, sir?
15.
I can count on one hand what you rolled.
Okay.
That's always
Two.
sad.
Wait, scratch away the paint. Maybe there's a 0 behind it.
Okay.
It's even sadder when you only need one finger. My favorite is how it's a negative and you need no fingers.
You said what was it again? Oh, what was it?
15.
15.
Um,
You roll better.
We can't change our AC!
you got a natural 20. It's a crit. I'm gonna die.
You take 6 damage.
Oh, he's fine. It's not.
Well,
I do not have any more healing spells, just FYI.
The only one who has healing is Tiba.
oh, didn't.
As it should be. I'm the fucking cleric.
What are you doing? Come on, you can do it.
I want to move it.
You took 6. Yes, so apply. Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna leave it at that. Okay. Yeah. So you take 6 damage. A javelin flies out from the bushes, and it hits you square in the shoulder. And from the bushes,
Little man.
steps out.
Little man. He is the bushman.
Is the
What you see is another hobgoblin,
No.
and 3.
Oh my god.
Now, in this hobgoblin seems a little different though.
boy.
He seems to carry himself in a different way from most of the others that you've seen so far.
This
He's
is
like
a
the right.
bugbear.
He's the right hand.
Probably no.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Can I roll nature to see if I know what a bugbear is?
He then looks at, yeah, sure.
Let's see, 17.
You know what a bugbear is.
Awesome.
So, this goblin will start speaking in common. It's the first time this has happened. He turns to you all and he goes, well, what brings you into our fine little lair? And he just grins at you guys.
Shit, this
and
motherfucker's
sits there
intelligent.
with his scimitar in hand. Well, not scimitar, his longsword. I'm sorry, his longsword in hand. And he points it at you guys.
I cast friends on him.
Speak quickly.
I cast friends on him. Like, we're just passing through. We mean no harm. We just want to kind of got lost, and this is the place where we took shelter.
What do you roll against?
We got lost on
So-
the roof.
Subtly, this is a throwback
So
to
I
our
used
first game
friends.
session.
Yep.
So I have advantage on charisma checks against him.
Okay.
So
Until a minute passes, then he realizes he's been doing
yeah, and he after the spell finishes, he knows I cast a spell on him.
Run the fuck away.
Basically. Alright, so am I doing persuading, deception?
Yeah,
you tell me.
you're gonna try deception on this end.
Okay, cool. With advantage.
I haven't been hurt yet. I also haven't hurt anyone.
Out of advantage.
23.
That's gonna wake me.
Okay. What's the plus for insight?
It's wisdom.
It's wisdom. Okay.
Can it really be pain if you're just putting them into a deeper state?
Okay.
I'm a pacifist.
What did you get in?
23.
He looks at you and he grins and he goes, the kind of friends that come in and slaughter my comrades.
That was a mere act of defense. They attacked us, we attacked them back. I'm sure you understand that.
We don't take kindly to intruders here.
I told you we're just lost and...
So if you were slaughtering the first group, why did you continue on through and continue slaughtering my friends?
How does he know that? Oh, we rested. Shit. I forgot about that.
Because...
If I send my friends here downstairs, will they find more of my friends dead?
Look like rats.
We ran into a couple of rats, but...
We're exterminators.
Yeah.
He looks at you.
I was like,
shut.
shut.
You're a funny one.
You die last.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Nothing here, Sebastian.
So, just as this is going on, once a minute passes, I will use Vicious Mockery on it. Because it knows I'm going to cast a spell, and if it's prone to violence, it will attack.
I know.
So, I'm just stalling. I'm stalling right now.
Can I throw a knife at it?
I'm gonna wait. Arden's gonna back up to the hall.
Will point at all of you and say, "Give me one reason why I should not slaughter you all here."
I'm gonna
throw a knife at him.
A knife come flying at him.
Wait. I was gonna back up into the hall.
Okay, you can you back up into the hallway.
I was gonna throw a javelin.
Okay, so
A javelin?
roll for attack.
Exactly.
From that end.
I hate you so
Oh
much.
my god.
I get advantage because it's surprising. No.
We saw it coming.
No, and you
He's
don't
going
deserve
to
it.
pull his shield up and he's going to bat it away.
Idiot.
He's going to go. I see where we stand.
Yeah.
Roll for initiative.
You won't stay much longer because you're going to die.
Sure, whatever you say.
Once I do that...
Why?
Once
Why?
he's-
Why?
Why are you mad at me?
Yes.
Once he uses the
Had to come to
dagger...
this.
Well, I just say fuck it and just use Vicious Mockery on him. Once the dagger, like I
He
see
was
the dagger
he was
flying.
holding it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so he has to make a Wisdom saving throw of 13.
15.
Oh.
Okay.
So, what goblins do I have out there outside of the hobgoblin?
You have
So-
pretty,
Pretty.
green and yellow.
Green and yellow.
Goblin.
Goddamn, Jack.
It was coming to that anyway. What do you want me to do?
I want to stall a little bit longer.
To be fair, I
What was-
was gonna whip an Eldritch Blast right at its face at the very beginning.
What was stalling gonna do?
We move into position and fuck his face up.
This is a pretty good position.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, it could be worse.
We could all be in a line.
Yeah. This is actually pretty decent.
Okay, Redos.
21.
Okay, Felix.
10.
Jack.
14.
I don't have any
Alright.
level 1 spells.
7.
Tippa.
Near the door. 2.
Gruck.
3.
The tank's collapsed.
It's alright.
The
Tank with
almost
4
dead
health.
tank.
This
yeah.
is all going to plan.
Yeah, and he's right in front.
Rip. Ripperoni, ripperoni.
Too.
Sorry,
Ripperoni.
it's just a D100. I rolled a 50, what happens?
Nothing.
They all die.
Should have been 100.
I learned the wish spell. Well, I tried boys.
I want to make sure that that wasn't my glowing knife either. Normal knife.
I mean, we're outside, so everything's bright.
Felix, you got
No,
a
but
10,
this
right?
is playing off something else that I want to say.
Hey, Felix, roll,
1.
Oh boy.
Me throwing knives has not worked out at all.
No, it really hasn't.
Okay. Anyways, it is Redos' turn.
I'm like, well, it seems we came to an impasse. Too bad you die here right now. I use Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
I mock him viciously.
Oh my god, what the
18.
Fucking bitch!
What the
You can keep doing this
That's
all
a
you
lot
want.
Back
of
up over here.
dice.
Sorry, I rolled that into there and it rolled
I
out
got
of my dice
really-
tray.
I'm sorry, when I hear multiple dice being
Yeah, it's
rolled,
scary.
Yeah, I know. It's all
Alright,
good.
that's it. I'm done.
Glenn,
Casts fireball.
then, which is the name of the goblin, by the way.
Glyn?
Glyn, Glin.
Listen,
I
Glenn.
don't give a shit. He's gonna die.
Will pulling out his. Oh, dear Lord.
Too bad his dad didn't pull out. Oh.
There you go. There's your vicious.
Wow.
Oh God, you guys are so lucky. Okay.
See, we're also spread out.
Glenn
which
is going to
good.
fire his longbow at Redos. So
Actually,
he does not like
currently
you.
Gripped up here.
I have her in front of me.
She's
Just
short.
saying.
Me?
Tippa is,
Yeah,
Tippa is in
4
front
behind
of him.
you.
Tippa is in front of him.
I
He's
duck.
also shorter than him.
Yes,
I
very
duck.
true.
I am, however, standing up on.
She's standing on the edge of the pool.
It's about like 2 feet off. So
I'm
That's
4'9",
6',
so
yeah.
that would make me 6'9".
yeah. So then you are taller than. So then well, he'll move to the side until he can get into your line of sight.
Yeah.
He doesn't
Okay.
hate me. He just hates you. I fed the fish.
What do you have as your armor
He just
class?
hates you. I don't
14.
knife at him. Shoots at him.
14. Hooray!
Hey.
Oh dear Lord. Hey, lucky. 2 damage.
Okay. I should have given that guy inspiration.
Yeah.
All right, Jack.
Oh, that's me.
Wait,
Can't wait until
what
we
you
have
take?
your
How
actual
many?
name.
Oh, I'll still do this.
So you keep forgetting
I took 2 damage.
Jack.
when
Damn.
you have no reason to forget.
So,
So.
So. Indeed.
I'm gonna throw my other knife in.
Okay.
The glowing one.
Okay, so you're throwing it at Glenn?
7.
Nope.
I hate you.
All right. Green Goblin
No.
is going to go up to. Let me see. I don't
I'm
know.
gonna do a third knife.
So
Pickpocket over
he's
her.
going to move over 2, and then with his short bow is going to attack the barbarian. No! I heard that no sound so heftily within you. That does not hit. Then Pretty Goblin will also fire at you with the and that does not hit either. Felix, your turn.
Just hit something for fuck's sake.
I cast sleep. Right here.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh my god. That's 20 total health.
20 total.
So it starts right behind the hobgoblin.
Okay. The one goblin behind him falls asleep, and that's it.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Which goblin is that? Is that Green Goblin?
Yes.
Oh,
Or,
no,
no,
yellow.
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 20-foot radius. So.
Yeah, it's 20-foot radius if it matters. No? Okay.
Because it hits things from that point out, right?
Well,
yeah,
but
it's here and it goes here.
Well, it goes in ascending health.
Yeah.
So the lowest health things are affected first.
Okay. Then
It's this point. So this is 5 feet. 10 feet.
It's gonna get all
15 feet.
these people here.
okay, so
If you fucking fall
2 of the
asleep
goblins fall
again.
asleep.
No, that's what I'm
That's
trying
right
to.
outside of
That's,
So Yellow Goblin falls asleep, and Pretty
yeah,
Goblin.
that's
or
what I'm
no,
saying.
Green,
No, hold on.
Yeah, is that
Stop.
Green Goblin falls asleep. That's it. Green Goblin, Pretty, and Yellow
Is
Goblin.
he on the edge of the 20 feet?
No.
He's not.
5, 10, 15, 20. He is.
He is. He's right on the fucking corner of the 20 feet.
Yeah, but how
of
much
this-
health do you have?
4.
Oh,
Is it maximum or current health for sleep?
It's,
okay,
It
then.
doesn't matter.
I
I
don't.
only
Yeah, I
have
don't know.
15
I don't
health.
know
So
if it's
you pass
maximum
out,
or
sir,
current.
too.
5.
Bunch of bullshit.
Oh my god.
So then,
That's
yes,
what I'm saying, he's
Barbarian
literally on
falls
the
asleep
edge.
as well, too.
Awesome. But at least they get disadvantage on attacks against
Okay,
him.
now who's actually asleep?
The 2 goblins that I said before, which is the
Green and
yellow, and then
Pretty would
your
be
barbarian.
in line.
Okay.
Pretty would be in line with the barbarian.
Yeah, but it's ascending.
All right, then
It like takes off as
Felix, did you do anything
we're
else?
going until it adds up to 20.
Seeing him fall to the ground, I'm gonna be right next to him.
You fall asleep too.
Okay, Arden, your turn.
Jenna
cast Eldritch Blast on
On the barbarian to wake him up.
Wakey, wakey.
on the hobgoblin.
Okay.
No, that's a 3.
Nope, does not hit.
3 plus 5. That was bad.
Yellow goblin snores a little.
Snore.
And then, trying to think. Then it is Gruck's turn, who is asleep. So, snore. Tippa.
Tippa is going to go. You. No, I'm not gonna be nasty. I was gonna pull him out and be like, you bitch. But no. Tippa's gonna look at the hobgoblin and just be like, I'm sorry we couldn't come to some sort of friendlier agreement. And she's going to shoot him with a crossbow.
Okay.
That's one way to
This
do it.
hurts me more than it hurts you.
Yeah. That is an 18 to hit.
That hits.
It's an 8.
So what gives advantage?
That is 4 damage.
If you
More
attack
damage.
someone prone,
And
if
you're
there's
hitting
a
with a
spell
crossbow,
on
right?
them that gives,
Yeah.
like, the
So,
attackers advantage,
it
or
hits
if
him.
you get a buff,
He snarls
sometimes
and
you get a buff, that would
says, I will take great joy in tearing you apart limb from limb. And then, comes back. He doesn't seem too phased on that end. Like, oh damn.
Dude, feelings are into some weird kinky shit.
And then at that point, it is Redos' turn. We gonna try again?
Yes, we will try again.
Alright.
Fucking do it.
Hold up.
This is going so well.
Yep. Yeah, it is.
Okay, alright. 13?
It just barely succeeded. Let's see. I want to give it to... You know what? If you wake him up, I give him Bardic Inspiration.
Can he? Because he's asleep. He can't hear it.
Interesting.
Let's just see.
Because I thought, like, they had to hear you.
Yeah, person you can hear me. Okay, then I give it to you.
Okay.
Have fun.
Okay.
Yay.
So you get a d6 for ability check, tactical or saving throws.
So she probably found
Glyn goes next, and Glyn is going to reach down and shake the one goblin to wake him up.
This
the
one?
yellow
Yep,
one.
and then he's going to walk over to the other goblin who's asleep, and he's going to shake him too.
He can't.
Can't?
It's
You
an
have to
action
use an
to wake
action
him up.
or-
No, that's true. So an action on that end. So then he's going to walk. He's going to stay where he is then, as far as that's concerned, and he'll turn and point at you, and he'll say, "He dies first."
Oh! What?
And then Jack's turn.
What the fuck?
Because I'm magic.
Oh, fuck.
Oh. Yeah.
And I was the only one that had a first level spell slot left, so...
I mean, I did fire an Eldritch Blast.
I feel like that's like a cantrip.
I'm gonna
Like, they know the
pull out a
difference.
crossbow. I'm gonna shoot at the hobgoblin.
Crossbow. Crossbow spot.
Oh my god.
Why
Is
should
that-
you do
Can that be
this?
cocked?
No.
You fail on that
That's
end.
not
It
cocked,
goes
that's
into the
shit.
vegetation and disappears.
I'm cocked.
Then, which one did he wake up? It was
Yellow.
yellow.
The yellow.
Yellow.
So
Okay.
yellow's currently prone right now.
Yes.
Has to get up.
So past that, then it's the pretty goblin's turn.
I'm
and
assuming
the-
it stands up.
no, it's the pretty goblin's turn.
Oh, he was
no.
just asking.
Okay.
I was just asking which one I did. I wanted to make sure that I was doing this in the right order.
Order.
Pretty goblin is going to shoot me in the face.
No, he's gonna shoot me in the
Fire.
face.
Yeah, he's gonna fire at Felix. 13.
15, baby.
There you go. Look at that. Yeah. Okay. Then it is Felix's turn.
I'm gonna walk towards the hobgoblin unamused. I'm only gonna walk to like there. And I'm gonna pull my hand up and I'm gonna
Chill out.
yeah, I'm gonna use chill touch on him.
Okay.
16?
Nope.
Oh shit, so then I barely hit.
Oh, fuck.
With an 18, I barely
Yeah.
All right.
Stop looking at
Arden.
memes.
I'm gonna fucking
memeing.
fire another.
Too
Stop
late.
memeing.
I already did.
I'm gonna fire another Eldritch Blast. Let's see how terrible this is. I'm not using it. It's a natural
Yep.
1. Fuck.
We're in this together. So
Yellow Goblin
Don't
will
worry.
stand up and fire at Felix.
They really don't like you.
That hits.
The only magic damage is scary, apparently, at this point.
They realize that I have nothing to offer. Like, I don't attack anything.
8. I'm going to. That's my HP total. I'm going to use Strength of the Grave.
Mhm.
I have to make a Charisma saving throw of 13.
Okay.
On success, I drop to 1 instead. I'm going to use Lucky Feet reroll. I make it.
Yes.
Okay. So
So-
you drop to 1.
I drop to 1, but I have no more Lucky, and I also don't have Strength of the Grave.
Okay. Grok, you are asleep
Yes, he
because
is.
no one's woken you up.
Because I got mad.
I'm gonna look at the hobgoblin.
Sorry. That was
Yeah, I'm
weird.
gonna look at the hobgoblin, and I'm just gonna kind of tilt my head, and bells are gonna fill the air.
Okay.
And give me a wisdom save.
What do we got to hit?
Please, dear Lord, hit something less than a 12.
Yeah.
Oh, sick shit! Alright. He takes...
No damage.
That went really, really far!
That was really close.
I was like, wow!
Brian, I feel betrayed.
That is 8 necrotic damage.
Sorry, boy.
He kind of buckles under what seems to be the weight of the sound, and he then pulls himself back up and snarls at you.
That sucks for you, friend.
Redos.
Fuck this, I just use short bow and I shoot that guy.
Okay.
18.
That hits.
Yeah, damn right it does. D6 plus 2. Take 7 damage.
Yeah. You fire the crossbow, and while he's paying attention to you and he snarls, the bolt hits him square in the chest.
Short bow.
Or that's right. That's all right.
have
Who
the
used
bolt.
you used the bolt? Okay. He then takes the arrow directly to the chest,
Use.
sits there for a moment, and then just collapses.
As he falls down, I flip him off.
Something happened if someone died.
You
Um,
gain 2 levels.
Jack.
He's over there.
Well, he wasn't that though.
So what you gonna do, Jack?
You could have just left us to our slaughter spree.
I-
No.
Is that person just down or
He's asleep.
He's asleep.
asleep?
You get advantage against him, and if you hit, it's a crit.
Only in melee.
Yeah,
Melee.
melee.
Yeah.
Not ranged.
I don't have any of my. I
That's
have a
right, you threw
rapier.
both your daggers.
I don't have enough of daggers.
You have a rapier, though.
Yeah, but I have to cross water,
Yeah, he'd have to stomp through the pond.
and I don't like getting my shoes wet.
God forbid.
I'm going
mean, I
to
could-
shoot the one alone in the corner.
But they're both alone in the corner.
Well, that one's more
Yellow.
alone.
Okay.
The
See ya.
forever alone guy.
Oh
I'm
my
not.
god.
Would you like a different D20?
No, I just gotta roll the bad luck out of this one.
How's that working out?
He has not rolled something higher than a 10 in his last, 5 rolls.
So,
I think that's like
then,
weight dice.
You should change the way you roll.
the one that's still asleep is green, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Pretty Goblin is going to fire at, sorry, Felix.
I know.
It's same shit, different day, 15.
Yep, right on. Now let's see if I die.
Wait, is it...
6 damage?
Okay, I am unconscious.
If you do, is it more than your max?
If-
Or double your max?
Well,
Double
no,
your max, I think.
is it disadvantage? Because, what did he shoot it with? What did he get shot with?
He's using a short bow
Is it...
It's within like 5 feet.
within 5 feet, I believe.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
10
he's 10 feet.
Yeah, within 5 feet is
Okay.
disadvantage.
Well, I'm not too worried.
Then It is Felix roll for your saves.
7.
Okay.
So 1 fail.
So that's 1 fail.
Now I'm
Arden.
starting to get worried. I can't fucking do anything for Felix except for try to blast the asshole that's next to him. So I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast again.
You might want to wake up the barbarian at some point.
He's gonna get really mad at us for not waking him up.
16.
16. It
Or
hits.
actually, yeah. No, I lied. It'll still hit, but it's +5.
Okay, you good.
Okay. Nope.
You're
Yes,
hitting
that is
pretty goblin, right?
Yes. 3.
Okay, you hit the pretty goblin square in the chest, and it seems to be able to keep itself on its feet.
She's gonna say where she is.
It shrieks in goblin at you. You killed the one thing that can communicate with you. So now we're back to shrieking.
Yes.
We don't like things that could make sense.
No. No, we prefer things that can't talk.
Makes it feel less bad when we kill them.
Yellow goblin.
we're doing a
We'll
service.
fire at the only other person that they know is a spellcaster at this point, which would...
Redos is
I
in
mean,
front of me.
I've
I've been
technically-
casting spells, yes.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
what have you been casting on that?
Vicious Mockery.
And none of them succeeded, right?
No.
Okay.
Redos
The one
is
that's clearly blasting people.
He's in front
Or,
of me.
so...
I'm also just giving them motivation, like, yeah, go do it. Good job,
I like how
guys.
they're ignoring me even though bells were chiming and someone very obviously started getting hurt by them.
Yeah, but I think it's because ours are like physical,
Visual,
like
yeah.
you
Visual,
can see it.
So,
visually
can
see
it
it.
move in any way that's going to
Nope.
be able to see around?
No, I'm in a hall.
Oh, that's right. You are in the hall.
How is
Okay, so
this?
then never mind. On that end, it's gonna...
Oh, it's
Yeah, they'll attack Redos.
Sorry, Redos.
I don't think that's gonna hit. 10.
No.
Nope. Then we get to Sleepy Time turn. Gruck gets to sit there for another round. Tippa.
Sorry.
Anyone gonna wake Gruck up?
Tippa is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 and go to the spot between the two of them.
Here.
No.
No, between 30.
No. Oh my god.
Y'all thank you.
You're welcome.
And-
I
Anytime.
didn't count.
For her action is going to wake him up. Woo! And for her bonus action, spare the dying.
Gruck pops awake.
Bah.
He is awake.
Well,
You notice that the hobgoblin is dead.
Good job, guys.
He's on the ground.
It is then Redos' turn.
Fuck it, Vicious Mockery on the yellow. I swear to fucking God, at some
It
point.
failed.
Finally! Bitch.
1 damage.
2 damage.
Something.
It seems mildly annoyed.
It also has disadvantage on the next attack it takes before the end of its next turn.
Okay. It seems to be mildly annoyed by the voices in its head, but it shakes it off. It's ready to fight.
This sounds like
Jack.
lyrics to a song you'd probably listen
Can I make
in
it to the
class.
yellow one?
1,
Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Unless you can't unless you dash.
We'll fire a bolt at it.
I mean, you could also fire a bolt and get closer to it, so maybe next time you can punch it in the face.
I'll do that.
Alright.
Safe to
Getting
say,
somewhere.
probably not
9.
hit with that. Yeah, no.
9.
What would it be?
Wait.
14 then?
Are you
Nope.
wait?
Still
I
does
was
not
gonna
hit.
say.
Even then. Close. It does not. It flies right past its head.
You're so close to doing something.
I know!
Green Goblin is still asleep.
Yep.
Pretty Goblin is going to step over and wake up Green Goblin and yell. Then we add Felix, who is knocked out. Arden.
I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast on the pretty goblin.
Okay.
Knock its wig off.
22.
That definitely.
Snatch some leaves.
7.
It's having, after it wakes up the Green Goblin, it turns to then get forcibly thrown from the blast of your spell into the vegetation, and it disappears, and you can hear it. Like, you can essentially hear something make a thudding noise, a shriek, and then nothing.
Yeah.
So it's
You see also a hole in the vegetation now.
Fuck off. No.
It is what it is. It is what it is. And Yellow Goblin will then shoot at Redos.
Wow.
Come at me, bitch.
He'll probably
I'm
have,
a
he has to
very
scoot
active,
over to
like,
shoot.
team
12.
member right now, and
I
I'm
would just
still
scoot
not
over
being
to shoot.
shot.
12?
No.
Okay, so it misses. Grok! Go get him, boy.
You're
Go get him, boy.
Wake up.
So you have
15
to.
feet to get up.
Get up.
So we have a thief that can't thief.
So what? What was
Barbarian
that?
who
That
sleeps.
Can't
So you have
stay
15.
away
I have
from
15
people.
feet.
Narcoleptic
Because standing up takes half
barbarian.
movement.
So you have
pretty
3
much.
squares.
So I can't really. I can get.
Do you have a javelin?
Dash.
I have a javelin, so I.
So
can,
you could like
I can
move
get
over
javelin
and throw it at
range.
the yellow one.
A grave
Sure,
worshipper.
let's go with that one.
Yeah.
So one
Yeah.
more. Yep.
Yeah. Javelin time.
Javelin.
Oh.
16.
16. Do I add
That
anything to
hits.
that?
Yeah,
No,
that's
so I
gonna
don't
hit.
need. Okay, so then what's that one?
Are you raging
D6.
for extra or no?
No, I'm gonna save mine for bugbear.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. That's the...
It is
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
It's
already fucked
4 plus 3 is 7.
Which one are you attacking?
The yellow one.
Yellow. You're attacking with your
Javelin.
Javelin. Okay, so you throw the javelin, and it was staring very intently at Redos, and the javelin comes and it hits it right in the side of the head, and it flies back and just hits up against the vegetation, and then slides to the ground with the javelin still poking out of it, and is dead.
It begins twitching a little bit.
You see a pool of blood form around its body. All right, Tippa, what you gonna do?
Pippa is going to...
The green guy's still prone.
He's still asleep.
No, he
No,
isn't.
he's awake.
He's awake.
The
Okay,
pretty
he's
one
just
woke
prone.
him.
Gotten up yet.
Tippa is going to...
Get him, boys.
Gang rush.
I forgot exactly.
Zerg rush.
Yes.
Tippa will, I attack with advantage if I do something
Yes.
not spell. Yeah, I'm gonna fire a crossbow at it.
Okay.
I was gonna do Toll the Dead, but I was like, nah.
Is that the disadvantage? Because it's on the ground.
Yeah, your attack now gets disadvantage.
Unless you want to walk over and get advantage.
And melee its face in.
Even? Oh, I am close enough.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, let's go over and smack it with a mace.
Go ahead.
Someone move me next to it.
We did this last time, and remember, it worked out pretty well. You ruined a wig, but you did pretty good.
There's no wigs this time, everyone.
No.
Is it advantage because it's down?
Yes.
yes.
Doesn't help.
Alright, 15.
That hits.
Or no, 16.
That
Doesn't
still
matter.
hits.
That is a 4.
4. Its head starts to come up, and you bring your mace down, and you hit it square across the face, and its head jerks back. It lets out a howl in pain, and you said what, 4 damage? So, okay, and it seems fairly hurt, but still alive. All right, Redos, come on, can you do it?
Finish it off.
Vicious mockery on that motherfucker.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Here it comes.
If I attack it, I have disadvantage.
Yep,
So it failed.
it failed.
Sweet.
1 damage.
2. Go fuck yourself.
It seems to be very pained, almost as if it's having a really terrible migraine, but it still breathes.
It has disadvantage.
Alrighty, Jack,
I want to walk over to it.
Here it
next
comes.
to my poke it.
poke it. All right,
Stab it with a rapier.
roll with advantage.
2. It's a 9. It's not much better.
9
That would be
plus-
plus a
Your dex. It
Plus
should be.
5.
plus 5. Yeah.
It's just you're gonna go down, and almost at the last second, it moves its head, and the rapier sticks into the ground.
14 doesn't hit?
No, it does not.
These fucking goblins, though.
Yep. Unless I'm reading this number wrong, which I don't think I am.
I don't know. It's 2:30 in the morning. You might be.
Yeah, I know. All right, and then Green Goblin will stand up and blindly swing at the person in front of it. So whoever.
I mean, they're both on the sides.
We're
Yeah, they're
Okay.
both
on either side.
Person closest to Jeff.
Okay.
Me!
Has disadvantage.
Thank God for that, too. Okay, yeah, it misses.
Hey,
Can't wait until I can get retaliation perks.
Felix.
Hi,
Wait
I'm
till I hit
Brown.
something.
Yeah, you're knocked out.
Is it?
Arden,
Fucking Eldritch Blast.
come on. You can do it.
hey.
It's gonna hit.
Yeah, that's 11 plus 5, which is 16 plus 5 is 21.
20, like, to hit?
Yes.
Okay, then what's the damage?
5.
Alright, you... Oh, dear Lord, how am I gonna do this? Alright. It stands up,
Yourself how you
it
wanna do
it swings, and then you... Where are you located? All the way in the
I'm
back?
behind Rhinos.
Okay, all the way from across the room, your bolt flies and it hits its mark square on, tearing through its shoulder. Its arm doesn't come completely off. It hangs there and it just looks at its arm, looks up at the person it swung at, and then falls to the ground. It is dead.
Yeah.
You killed all of them.
Good job,
Well, all
team.
those
Rolling
in that
with my
room.
right hand.
Okay.
That's
I
what's
go
up.
to wherever the hole is in the vegetation and I just put some moss so it looks aesthetically pleasing.
Okay, and then looking out, you do also see on the roof is this squashed body of the one that flew through there.
I want to check the Hobgoblin.
Yeah.
Checking the hobgoblin. Okay. Let's see. You come across what looks like a large, heavy iron key.
It's been
Of course.
bumped. I'm out of frame.
Push it back. There you go. You good? All right.
Camera guy Justin,
So,
because
it,
he's not doing anything
You
actually.
find
in
a
the game.
large, heavy key.
That's why we keep you around.
Let's see. You guys
key?
also... What? Yeah, you find a key. You find a
Yeah,
key.
I
You
found a
also
key.
notice that the fish that were in the pond are no longer there. They're just gone.
What?
They disappeared.
Fishy!
They're gone. You
Can I roll?
want to go take a look?
Are they
Yeah.
scared?
I roll invest.
No, I don't.
Wait, with my right
All right,
hand.
go take a look.
I'm going to look.
What even?
I stabbed my own eyes out.
Oh my god.
With perception?
Never want to see these
19.
dice again, I swear.
You looking in, you can see around the edges of the pool look like little, almost like a hole or an alcove that just seems to like it goes in. You can see a little bit into it, almost looks like a tube, and then it disappears. So you can kind of piece it together that
Yeah.
that most likely the fighting caused enough of a ruckus where they fled into these tubes, and where they went, nobody knew.
Did I take 4 shots? Or 3?
I believe you took 3. And so whether we continue on here is up to you guys. There's really only one place you guys haven't gone.
I would suggest probably a long rest so we can get spells back, and I am actually somewhat useful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to sleep with the fishes.
Yeah. Can we do like
Quick
a
long rest?
watch?
Mm-hmm.
Kinda.
Yeah, by all means.
Well, I think-
Information.
Yeah, that we definitely can. Where do you guys want to take it? What are you gonna do?
Right here.
No. Go back to the basement.
Nah, that's
We're
too
going
far.
all the way back to the basement.
I will
I'm
let
gonna
you.
raise my bitch.
For the sake of expediency, I will let
Yeah.
you guys quick walk to the basement.
No,
If you want to, like,
I want to
That's
sleep with
okay.
the fishes.
all right, he wants to sleep with the fishes. All right,
I find
so
we'll leave you.
That's fine.
okay.
I haven't got hurt yet.
Yeah. I just don't think it's a good idea to stand up here and knowing that what's his face is in that room.
Yeah, but it's locked.
From the outside.
Ah, semantics.
Semantics that they'll get you murdered.
Ah, I haven't
That
been hit
was
yet.
the question.
We
Like I
walk
said, for
that-
expediency's sake, I
Let's
will let
just
Yeah.
can
let's
just
speed
assume.
walk with a purpose back
Yes.
to the basement.
So
By
you all head
now
to
we
the
should know our
basement.
way.
you guys go to sleep.
Wait, the barbarian? Someone's gonna have to carry Felix, because he's unconscious.
Barbarian,
Barbarian, you got
I'd like to
this.
carry Felix.
Carry Felix.
Make a strength roll.
Barbarian.
Yes, he's gonna do it.
You are the barbarian. Carry Felix.
Carrie, which one? How do I do that?
A little strength roll?
I'm just gonna say eventually you're going to succeed, and
Yeah.
you're going to grab Felix,
Yeah.
and you're gonna
After
walk
you
down
grab
to the
it a couple
basement,
times.
and you're gonna
You're
rest.
unconscious, so we're long resting.
Well, you can tell what you can lift by your strength.
That's
Yeah.
true.
He's got a 15 in strength. He
He's
should
fine.
be able
He
to
should
pick
be,
you up.
he's able
Yeah.
to at least pull me or lift me.
So you get down to the
He's
basement.
just
You
dragging
guys
you.
rest. You take your shifts. It's the night goes by fairly quickly. You guys do hear like movement from upstairs, but outside of that, not much of anything. You can hear every so often like angry yelling from a deep bellowing voice. But for the sake of trying not to alert him to your location, y'all stay pretty freaking quiet, I can imagine.
I don't know, Rogue. Tip how you
I don't know, Rogue. Do you want to stay quiet during your shift?
I mean, I wanted to sleep with the fishes.
Are you going to stay quiet during your shift?
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to stay quiet during your shift. So, you wake up. It is what you guys assume is most likely morning. You slept, like, around towards the end of the afternoon. So, a solid 8 hours. You're looking at very early morning is
And I need
is
the
gonna
light
assume.
again.
So, heading back up to the roof.
Oh,
You
yeah.
get up to the roof, and then you...
I'm gonna cast light on his dagger
Can
again.
you put light
Okay.
on both the daggers?
So, light on the
Yes,
deck.
I'll cast
I
light
mean,
on
do you
both the
really
daggers.
want to? You could just lead him upstairs.
I understand that.
I'm just saying, because you're going to get out up there, and it's all, like, open.
It's a cantrip.
Yeah, but it's night.
I know, but I'm just
Only
saying.
one light works at a time.
Oh, only one light.
Well, I have
Really?
light
Oh,
as
yeah,
well,
that's
so I'll do
true.
the other one.
Awesome.
What else? Okay, you light the dagger, you get upstairs, you notice that it is very early morning. It is still very light out
Yep.
as far as that's concerned. And what you guys gonna do?
Fight the boss.
I have the key.
Okay.
Hey guys,
Do you pull
Guys.
the key out of my pocket?
big boss time. Let's do this.
Okay,
Alright, so walking up
This
to the
is my
door,
fault, I'm sorry.
you...
I'm going to hand the key to...
Me.
Sure, I'll hand the key to you. She doesn't
Alright.
want to want to use it.
I open the door.
You can feel the lock kind of grinding. It just seems like without this key and without the iron that the key is made of, it just certain things would not be strong enough to turn the lock that's in it. It then turns, clicks, and then you feel that it unlocks.
Very convenient.
I'm just saying,
Indeed.
your little tiny thieves tools just didn't hold up. I'm
It's
sorry.
not the size that matters, it's the ability.
Well, clearly his ability didn't hold up either.
Ooh,
A
he said you ain't
26
got it.
doesn't hold up.
Listen here, sir. All right. But yeah, outside of that, yeah, door unlocked. What you guys gonna do?
I peek in it.
You peek in it. So you're gonna go push it. All right. All right. So
Tippa is standing like directly
you
behind
push
him.
the door open, and you can hear it groan as it starts to open up.
Same.
And as it makes a loud groaning noise,
Where's the commissioner?
you hear a booming voice ring out. Who dares disturb ROOG? And
Run, is that you?
opening the door, you can see all the way back into the room what looks like a very shaddily put together throne, and sitting on the throne is a bugbear.
Indeed.
I
And
rolled
to
a
the-
natural 1 on nature check, so I still have no fucking idea what a bugbear
To
is.
the left-
There's one in front of me.
To the left of the bugbear is
That's a
one
bugbear.
very scared-looking
not a
goblin.
bug
He's a
or
little
a bear,
smaller
it's
than most
ridiculous.
goblins, but he just does not look like he wants to be there.
It's not a bug or a
Looking
bear.
in, you can see that the room is an open veranda, so you can see the railing off to the back edge in and of itself, and it's just a very big, open, well-lit area due to the sunlight.
So wait, it's like open as in
Yeah, there's just
There's no roof.
or
there's
anything.
no roof.
Nope.
Is there walls?
No.
He's just standing there
It's
on
just,
edge.
yeah. Well, he's standing.
there's
He's
a
not like
railing,
right there.
right?
There's a railing there.
So
Yeah,
if
like
there's
it's a
no-
fairly heavily.
Because he's pretty far down. I can't shove him.
So there's
Charge.
no wall.
I can't
There's no
do
charge in
that.
this.
I
But
can
we
push
have to
him,
lock a fucking door to
but
get
I don't
in the
have.
room.
I
Yep.
can't do that. He's too far away.
Deal with it.
How do you know you don't even try?
I can't.
Like I
don't
said,
know why
there are
you're
walls.
looking at me. I
What
can't
part? What part of there was like walls there in the room that you were in, which made the hallway, and then there was the door itself. And when you open it, like I said, it's all open ceiling outside of
We
that.
should have just had
So.
the barbarian hoist us all over the door.
You could have tried. I wouldn't have stopped you there on that end. I wasn't gonna. Oh, the half orc.
Like, all right, so you want
Could have tried. I wasn't gonna
straight
stop
up
you.
try and kill this thing, or you want to talk to it for a little bit?
Just kill
Or
her.
you want me to try and knock it out again?
Sure.
Yeah, let's all stand back here while you sleep this time.
Because I missed
Okay,
it by
so-
5 feet. Don't
All right. So in front of you, you see what looks to be a towering hulk of a creature. He seems very stalwart and intimidating. His face is riddled with scars, and his left eye is a strange milky white color, and a scar runs from the top of his head down to below his chin. Where the scar meets his lips, it splits, and you can see large, sharp teeth behind it on that end. And that's
use that
pretty much it. He's 7 feet tall, by the way, so he's fairly large, and he just stares at you guys intimidatingly. He then
not shaken.
goes to
Yeah, Felix.
step. He stands up, and he looks at the goblin, and the goblin, cowering, goes and stands in front of him, and he steps down on top of the goblin's back, and you can see the goblin crush underneath his feet, and it just kind of makes a squelching noise and stops moving.
That's one hell of a kink.
And he looks at you all,
Does he move forward?
waiting. He's
I mean,
just
he-
standing right in front of the throne.
That's what I meant.
Tippa is gonna wait until something bad happens, but she's going to ready
I
guiding
dare.
bolt.
And by
She
I
decides to make a
mean
move.
she.
All right.
Are we motioning me to get to the doorway? Or, like, to get at least behind the doorway?
He's waiting.
Something. I'm
Alright.
But you have
just
to.
waiting.
You want to.
I was gonna...
Goddamn it, Jack.
I feel like this sleep isn't gonna work.
I mean, I'm gonna try it
Yeah.
once, and if it doesn't work, I'm just
Well,
gonna...
we're gonna have to fight this thing anyway, so.
Yep. So, I'm gonna cast Sleep
Okay.
all the way back where his throne is, so there's no chance.
And somehow the barbarian gets hit.
Barbarian has residual sleep effects.
Oh god.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Well,
Oh boy. Oh boy.
There's no way. Oh my god!
that was
Nine.
like the worst.
9
friend.
health.
Yeah, he's not falling asleep.
Yeah, no.
No, he doesn't have 9
I
health.
see
Sure.
I see nothing happen to him,
I'm
and I get frustrated, and I shoot him with a fucking ray of frost.
Okay.
And there's initiative.
Roll for attack, and then we're gonna do initiative.
It's not my fault. You suck.
16?
Yep.
Alright.
Because I betrayed the dice.
We'll get to that.
6 cold damage, and he has speed reduced by 10 feet.
Wow.
Okay.
Shitty initiative.
And then I gotta roll for initiative.
Okay. Let's Tippa.
Initiative?
Yeah.
20.
There you go. Look at that. All right. Redos.
14.
Okay. Felix.
9.
Jack.
11.
Arden.
4.
Gruck.
15.
Okay.
Okay. So, Tippa, you start.
So Tippa's gonna see him not fall asleep and see you get very visibly pissed off to the point where you just impulsively do something, which is very unlike you, but very much so like me. So I'm going to hit him with guiding bolt.
Alright, so you have to step into here
Yeah.
then. Okay.
I will be tiny person standing in doorway. Range spell attack. That's not gonna hit.
Sure.
I think so.
It's an M for.
What'd you get?
might
What'd you
hit.
get? What'd you get? I don't
It's
know.
a 3.
That definitely does not.
4 is 7.
That definitely does not hit.
Why do I always roll 3s?
Gruck.
Book turn. Okay.
You're there.
Charge it. Just run right in front of it.
Just run right into him and literally just bulldoze your way through him and throw him off the railing.
That's what I was saying.
That was a bad idea.
I can't reach him
I know.
from here.
If you
I know.
double
You
move.
can if you dash.
but then you can't do anything else.
Yeah, so I just be standing in front of a giant man.
So you just want to stand there?
In front of a little tiefling.
Yeah, and I'm gonna throw a javelin.
Javelin. All right, come on.
Throw a javelin.
Javelina.
How fun? No!
No.
That is one wrong javelin right
Your
there.
javelin flies
9.
over the
You hit
railing.
somebody else, like walking on a street nearby.
Roll perception.
God.
What's my perception?
All y'all
Wait,
roll
is it-
perception.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Now I roll an 18.
Samesies, dude.
Okay.
That is
21.
21.
12.
21.
Hey,
natural
run!
Okay.
Well, stuff that won't
What
matter.
did you get, sir?
12.
Okay. You see it fly over, and all of you hear
Come on.
a sploosh.
Oh, there's water.
It's a moat.
Oh.
That's it.
That's where the fish went.
It is Redos' turn. Go,
I
Redos.
swear, if you hit the fish, you're getting put to sleep permanently.
People are currently in my way, so I am going to.
You're ugly.
Got him.
Walk through. You ugly. Got him.
I give
You okay there?
the barbarian bardic inspiration.
Okay. You feel inspired
You
by
gotta-
the words
I'm like
of
that.
this bard.
I'm
What do
just
you say
like,
to him?
You see that thing over there?
Love you.
It's big
What?
goblin. Go fuck it
Congrats on
up.
being awake.
Yep, congratulations.
I mean, you're kind of right, but not necessarily right.
He
Alright,
doesn't need to know
Yeah,
that.
he doesn't know that.
Jack, it is your turn.
So also
Oh,
then,
You
just
bardic-
if he gets bardic inspiration is a bonus action.
yes, I know.
Just if he gets in range, I am going to use dissonant whispers.
Okay.
Once he gets in range,
All right.
because people are currently in my way.
Sorry. Check.
Get him, Jackie boy.
Everyone's so cowardly and not moving forward. I can't be the one moving forward.
You are squishy.
You're a melee fighter.
Tank!
I'm in front as far as I can
Both
do
tanks are in
anything.
front of you.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a narrow hallway, so you got deals.
I guess I'll try and take my first damage for once. Both me getting hit and me doing damage. I'll move out in front.
You get him, boy.
And I'll shoot him with a crossbow.
Okay.
I hit him!
Hey.
I think. I hope.
I mean,
He
natural
rolled a
18.
natural 18.
Yeah, you hit him.
Yeah.
Okay.
My
So
dice
you
is good. I should have used that dice.
It would be bad if you didn't.
Yeah, but like guys, we fucked up.
Even action.
Well, one of you got less than that and still hit him. Who was the first person? You hit him first. You rolled a 16, right?
Yeah, I believe
Yeah,
so.
you hit him. So, you know, at least a 16 will hit.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
Could I equip it? Because it wasn't equipped.
Actions.
Actions. Yeah. 1d6 plus 3.
Okay.
Oh god.
So 4 damage.
4 damage.
Just use
All right.
my whole
Better
dice.
than nothing.
You're
Yeah, I was
Oh, no,
gonna
I
say you
have
should
my-
just put
you're
those
using
away.
your short bow, right? To attack. The arrow flies at him, embeds in his shoulder, and he stops and he looks down at it, and he just snaps it off, and then lets out a bellowing roar and looks at you.
Ew.
Felix.
I look at him and go,
No.
Wow.
Very intimidating. Good job.
can I roll
Do I
intimidation?
want to try again? I might as well, because I feel like this is the best time to do it. I'm going to use my second first level spell and cast Sleep on him.
Okay.
You're good.
Am I?
I saw you look over immediately.
Okay. Okay.
17. 23.
He just looks at you very unamused.
Awesome.
Fuck.
Big boy.
One big boy.
Nice.
I
I'm really
step
glad
to the
that he's
side.
sitting right
Oh,
next to
who
that.
is in the room? Who is in the front?
Jack.
This one.
Remember when you were like,
Okay,
I'm gonna take my first damage?
He's going
I'm ready,
to
Dad.
pull out, he's going to pull out a javelin, and he's going to lob it at. Is there anyone behind Jack?
Yeah,
The
there's
barbarian.
the barbarian and then me.
How tall is the barbarian?
I'm like 6'5",
Yeah.
around.
He's taller
Like-
than me.
How tall are you?
6 foot right now.
Okay. He's going to lob the javelin at the barbarian.
4'9" stands
Look.
comfortably behind 6'5".
Oh boy.
18?
That's
Oh,
it. That's
you
it.
got it.
Alright, it's not a crit, so he can't kill you.
Oh.
Unless he
what he
really
does.
fucks you up.
Yeah,
It's a javelin off.
My javelin missed his
Oh.
hit.
8 damage.
You gonna take that?
8 piercing
Oh, I'm
damage.
gonna take that damage.
He is then going to walk forward, lumbering to the person in the front.
Oh,
All
And
the
then
way
Dissonant
front?
Whispers, do your thing.
Like all the way up.
he has
yes.
to make a wisdom saving throw, 13.
And he will, because you know how this goes. Yeah.
Nope.
He fails.
Just barely.
Fuck yeah! Okay. So, 3d6.
Okay.
1, 5, 5, so 10 damage in total.
Okay.
And on a failed save, it must immediately use its reaction if available to move as far as its speed allows it from me. It cannot go into obviously dangerous ground such as fire or pits.
Okay.
So it has to.
So how far did it have to go to get into range of the
So
spell?
1, 2, 3, 4, so 20 feet.
So 20 feet, and then it moves back 2. And it pulls out another javelin and throws it at the...
I don't think...
He has 2 attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Can I see Dissonant Whispers?
And he's going to throw it at... sorry, Jack.
Oh my god. What did I do?
Doesn't it make
Sorry, Jack.
That's like every 40 plus
sorry,
year old when
Jack.
you hand them a smartphone to
Or
look
a
at one
14
picture.
with that.
Well,
I
because
was
I
gonna say
it
something.
turned on me. I was like, and then
So
it went
I
white
have-
screen. I was like,
Oh,
A thingy.
What's the
The
thingy?
a thingy.
Is the thingy
He
going to
rolls
stop?
at disadvantage
what's the thing?
because of one of my. I'm getting to it.
Yep, I need to hear this.
Unsettling Visage.
Mm.
Once per short rest, when a creature you can see makes an attack roll against you, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the roll.
Okay.
You must use this feature before knowing whether.
Does a 12 still hit?
No.
There you go. Javelin
Perfect.
flies past you.
I'll figure it out.
You are
enough.
Jace.
What
And
do
then
you wanna
that
know about
is
it?
it for Rook's turn, and Arden, you get to bring up the rear.
Then I go.
Oh. She's going to step in line. That is
Don't worry,
within
I'm gonna pull it out
120
and be
feet.
like, on guard.
He's within 120 feet, right?
Yeah.
Eldritch
No.
Blast. I'll come up.
And I can't use that anymore.
Nope. That's a 10.
Yep, that does not hit. You also notice that he's no longer has javelins. He had 2 clearly on his back, and then that was it. So
She's gonna
No
move
more
out.
javelins.
She's gonna move out of line of sight.
longer.
okay, Tippa.
Tippa is gonna look at him and.
Now somebody move in front of me. I had my brush with death.
She's gonna stare at him from behind the barbarian, and bells are gonna start a ring-a-dinging.
Ring a
It's
ding
crazy.
dong
If you had to
ding.
make a face for that, nobody else saw that because you were
He fails.
literally the first person.
Fails.
Yep.
I just know
Ha!
he ran away for no apparent reason.
Hit that.
Oh no, that was for
That
the
is
Oh.
10 necrotic.
No, he
Okay.
fucked up for no apparent reason.
Once again, similar to the goblin in the past, hearing the bells, he seems to be weighted down by it, but then he kind of brushes it off and seems to get a lot angrier. But he definitely still is kicking. Grok!
I'm going to activate my rage mode.
Yeah.
I would like to rage. Yes.
Okay.
Oh
It would
man.
be like abilities.
No, it's under features and traits.
Yes, that one. So rage.
Okay.
goddamn.
Now I will run at this large creature man
Okay.
with my great axe.
Alright, so you do have inspiration, so you can use it on a attack roll, ability save, or saving throw. You get a d6 and you add that to
Your total.
yes.
All right. So do I have to do it
Before you know if
before?
it wins or not.
So you
Yeah,
can
so you
roll
get to
it.
roll, look at the number, decide before you tell me what that roll is, whether you want to add the 1d6 to it.
You have to choose before anything happens.
Yeah. You got to choose before I tell you whether or not you failed or not.
Okay. So I can roll this dice, see what it is.
Yes.
And then
okay.
choose.
Don't do it.
No.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a 20 with my great axe.
Yeah, you'll hit.
Okay. Very nice. Very nice.
I can do stealth.
All right. So that's going to be plus 5, 10 damage. Yeah, 10 damage.
Plus
Yep.
2 because you're raging.
Oh, no, that
well,
was the +2 because it was
yeah.
+3
Okay.
+2, so it's 10.
Okay.
You hit him square across the chest and you cleave into him. He seems to be getting a bit battered, but he's pressing on. Redos.
What?
I'm gonna move over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He is within range.
Touch his butt.
I use Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
No, I need to be there.
Wisdom save.
Yep. Hold on.
You need to
He makes it.
take
Okay.
a turn
That's it.
Okay.
because I'm literally
Fuck it. I give Grocket, this guy, another inspiration.
Okay.
You should have done it.
No.
No.
I
hold
did.
up.
Don't do that.
Save.
Never mind. He already has one.
You
He didn't
should.
use it.
Jack.
Did you want to use it on anyone else before we continue?
I give it to Jack.
Okay.
Alright.
Jack.
Awesome.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
What?
What you gonna do with all that junk? All that junk inside your trunk?
I was like, I couldn't hear you.
Alright.
So I have two paths. I shoot it with a bolt, or
Or
I drop the thing, the bolt,
The crossbow.
the short bow. Pull out the rapier and dagger, go behind it.
Try to attack
I
it.
don't think you can.
yeah, you can.
If you
Or you
go,
can.
Wait, no, it has to
Maybe
be a
it's
size
half.
larger than
Yeah.
you. So
Yeah.
I couldn't corner it. No.
no, you can, with those two sitting next to each other, you can't get
Yeah,
through.
you can't squeeze past them.
Too
really.
Got it.
boys.
Bolt it is.
Big boy.
Alright.
too big boy.
Fire away,
Right
sir.
now, yeah.
Fire away.
Does a
So
18
it.
hit?
Okay.
Yes, it does.
All right.
It, in fact, does.
And so it's gonna be a action 1d6 plus 3.
Okay.
1. So that's a
Good job.
4.
It's 4.
Plus another d6 for sneak attack. And that's a 5. So
Okay.
it's 9.
Okay. He is visibly starting to slow down, and he once again pulling, actually using his Morningstar. He's going to pick it up and he's going to break off the Yeah, he's gonna break off the arrow that stuck into him, and he's just going to stare you down. Sorry. We'll see what happens if that comes around to it. Felix.
Chill touch.
Okay.
Please don't let it.
I'm just gonna use lucky because I figure I'm not gonna need it any other time. I'm gonna see if I get a crit, which I don't, but I'm gonna hit it because I got 16 natural. So
Yep. That hits.
1.
1 damage. That's it.
Yes, but it can't regain hit points until the start of my next turn.
Okay. You hit him.
And there's a ghosty hand stuck on him right now.
Okay. The hand touches him. He seems to be a little chilly. And that's pretty much it, though. Okay. He is going to
Don't care.
attack.
Well, it was nice knowing you all for this one round.
Well, technically, you got the barbarian in your way, so you'd be happy about that one.
Yeah.
He's going to.
He better not plow through. I swear.
Platos he does.
That's okay, I'm a big boy.
Eh. We have spare the dying and shit. You're fine.
And I have, if I
23?
die, I don't die.
Yep, that
Oh,
hits.
yeah. Yep,
Aha.
that's a hit.
Oh, no.
I have, if I die, I don't die, don't worry.
Oh, it has the. Oh, yep. Bugbears have traits.
Yes, they do.
He can't kill me.
You can't kill me.
He won't kill you. He's probably gonna knock you unconscious.
Yeah, but then I won't die.
18 piercing damage.
Which is reduced to 9, but you still drop.
I drop, but then if I go to 0, then I don't. I go
Oh, but you get to do your thing.
So I go to 1 health.
Yep, and you have to tick your thing.
He's then going to attack again.
Oh.
Well, at least I took both of his
Oh
attacks
my
in my
God.
face.
Take his dice away.
20.
Naturally?
No. Be glad.
Alright,
It's
let me.
actually
I'm not even.
8
Gonna,
damage.
Alright, yeah.
So
Now-
now you're...
More than
Now
that
you're
damage.
down.
But
Yes.
you're down. He then steps over your friend's body
Yeah.
and
You're
looms over Jack.
Tiny man.
You're far uglier up close.
And that's it for his turn, which then brings us to Arden's turn.
So I have a question. Eldritch Blast doesn't say I have to see them. It just says it has to be in range.
That's correct.
Well, he's also, when he leans over, he's
Well,
going to
is
go...
there like a spell
He's
attack?
going to go, "Roog will have fun picking."
I was assuming like with an attack it's implied you do have to
I
see
will
them.
have fun being picked from that.
Yeah, it's like a
Okay.
ranged spell attack.
He looks slightly confused, but...
It says a ranged spell attack, but it usually they don't say if they say within sight.
I mean,
This is
I
within
have to
range.
assume you can't just, like, fire it and then it'll magically go and hit the thing. I imagine you have to
At least know it's
at
location.
least know its location.
And I know where it is.
Well, you know it's generally in that area, but
I
you
look
don't
back
know
and
where
it's
it is.
right in front of me.
Well, I'm only saying.
I can smell it.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, because there are certain, like, abilities for certain things, like Arcane Archer,
No.
where you get things that allow you to shoot stuff around
I know,
walls,
that's
but
what-
you still have to know where it is.
I understand. That's why I was asking. So you don't
So,
have to apologize. I was
I
just
don't-
asking
I
because
don't-
that's the way the spell says it.
Believe so. You would have to have either line of sight or at least know where it is. We'll rule it at that, at the least. But don't worry, you guys will be fine.
Will I?
Maybe.
You just like slap
Let's
the
see.
bitch out of
You've
a
almost
barbarian.
died.
Okay,
You've
you know
almost
what?
died.
Doesn't matter.
You've
I'll be
almost
fine
died.
because I can move and move
So
back.
far, he's almost died.
I can move and move back. I'll be fine.
Okay.
Because it's 15 to move in, 15 to move out. Move in, cast Eldritch Blast, and hopefully hit. 16.
That hits.
7 damage.
Okay. You hit him. You hit him in the arm, and you can see the skin on his arm starting to kind of peel, and he lets out a bellowing roar, and he just seems heavily enraged, but he seems to be getting fairly bloodied.
And she's gonna back the hell up.
And then Tippa's turn.
Can Tippa stand where our barbarian friend is because he's down and she is medium
You would have to get past the bugbear.
Yeah.
And
Bugbear's currently standing
medium
behind.
sized?
Tieflings are medium.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
believe
so you
so.
can't move past him.
I can't?
No.
Why does everyone have to be standing in the fucking way?
Why do I have to be here?
I mean, once he knocked him down, I was like, yeah, he's going to step over him and get in between, because he's just going to make sure he just goes down the row.
So, what Tippa's going to do...
See, I would heal you, but it's
Can
a
you
tough
give me like
spell.
a nice protective layer of moss
Does my
No.
for my fleshy bits?
I am
Question.
squishy.
Would
Help!
he be able to use inspiration for a death saving throw?
No.
Because it just says a saving throw.
I believe so.
It does say saving
I
throw.
will allow it. I will allow it.
So, Tippa's...
I'm just curious.
I will allow
Because
it.
he's not dead and he
I-
can still hear.
I will allow it for now and for further things.
Well, I
even
think
if we find
just
'cause
to like
trust
apply
me,
it
you
to
might
him,
need
he
it.
has to hear me.
Yeah,
And
that's what I
confident,
mean. Yeah.
But yes,
Tippa is
No, he already has it.
going
Yeah,
to
he
passively...
Tippa's turn.
She's gonna range spare the dying bonus action to our barbarian friend because Tippa can cast it at 30 feet away. So you are stabilized. And then Tippa
You're not
is
dying.
going to attempt. I was gonna do something that could have done potentially 30 damage, but I can't get to him now, so there's that. So we're gonna do something that can do potentially 24. And I'm going... I don't want to keep using this though. Yeah, we're gonna use Toll the Dead again. Give me wisdom.
13.
Just passes.
Well, no, I mean, I was asking, but
Oh.
he definitely passes. 19.
Oh, yeah.
I just wanted to clarify.
So that's anything, but the bell tolls and she just kind of wants to get his attention more so now.
He winces a little bit, remembering what had happened earlier when the bells had tolled, but then when it's followed by no pain, he just kind of grins down at you. He goes, the bell tolls for
smile.
someone else
I
this
smile
time.
back.
I just like
Redos.
those.
So the... Yeah, I really can't use anything else, so I use Dissonant Whispers on it again.
Wisdom save.
I say yeet, yeet, dab, yeet.
He fails.
Yes!
In Infernal.
In Infernal.
Yeet, yeet, dab, yeet, dab.
Yep.
Dab, dab, yeet.
Tippa
One.
cringes.
So do I.
7, 5, 13.
He,
No,
Cut
12.
my ears off.
12, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The smile
math.
slowly
I know.
turns into a face of pain, and then he starts to sway a little bit, and he then falls to the ground, dead.
Most women swoon for me. Bugbear is no exception.
You did good job. Good job. Yes,
Okay.
it was you.
So,
Am I awake?
Bugbear is dead.
You're stabilized.
So
You're
he's
You're
unconscious.
stabilized.
What do
So
you guys-
if he's dead, I'm crawling over people to get to our barbarian to cast Cure Wounds.
So what do y'all want to do?
I pat the
I want his
barbarian
morning
on the
star.
head and said, "You did your job."
So, Cure Wounds, but because Grave Cleric, I don't roll.
Yeah, I think it's just max.
Yeah.
You do max
Okay.
healing.
So,
Mine's max healing, so you get healed. 8 plus my spellcasting, which is...
Is it for like a stabilized person or like she always gets?
It's if they're unconscious.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll say that'd be broken as shit.
What does everyone else want to do while the heals are going on? Because I will trust you guys to heal and write down your health and whatnot. Anybody else
I
wanna
loot
do
the body.
Okay, so looting the
Not
body.
before I do, because he's on me.
Okay, so he is closer, Jeff. So he will get
I'm
to
in
it
him
first.
right
technically.
now.
You'll find 30 gold pieces and a strange key.
You gain 10 health.
Guys, I found 10 gold
You already-
pieces.
did you
How do
already
we
put
want to
that in?
dive
'Cause
in?
you were
I
unconscious.
incite him.
10 health, right?
Insight.
Yeah,
All right.
so now you're at
Deception versus insight.
Are you kidding?
I want insight 7.
10!
Ah, you actually believe that he only has 10 gold pieces.
Yeah, guys, you found 10 gold. Nothing shady about this.
My passive insight is 11.
You know that there's something fishy going on.
Don't say anything.
Okay.
I was
yes,
so was
you-
mine, but I don't think
yes.
I was really.
You know,
Yeah,
it's
my
a strange
passive
key.
insight is 14.
Anybody else want to do anything?
Can I take his morning? You said he had a morning star?
My passive insight is 13.
Yeah, you can take the morning star. Anything else you guys
All
want?
of us know
I
it's
inspect the
14.
throne.
Okay. Roll
Only he doesn't
investigation.
know I'm lying.
Anybody else want to look around or anything on that end? Okay. You're just gonna general investigation on the room,
Okay.
Yeah.
or
I mean,
what do you want to do?
it's kind of
It's up to you.
a lot of people, so I'm just going to let them
Yeah,
take
you
care of
know.
it.
And that's
Oh,
plus
it's
4
plus
instead of
1.
the flat 0.
Because you're technically just looking around the room. I'll let you do that.
16.
So
17.
you notice underneath the throne, there's a slat of wood, and you see what looks like something to, like a handle. And what did you roll for perception?
17.
As you look around the room, you notice, you just see it's a very nice veranda made of marble. Looking over the edge, you see on the roof, built in, is a large marble pool. And swimming in the pool, in the glistening sunlight, are all the fish.
Except for one, which got hit by a javelin.
No, you notice that the javelin is in there, but it missed all the fish. Fuck you ain't touching my fish.
I put more breadcrumbs. It rains from above.
It rains from above and goes, and you see them kind of float around on that end. And what
I-
you can gather is that they can swim freely from the viewing area out there, because it's, you have the shaded area, and then you have the area that's lit. Chances are that most of the fish might not be all in one place at one time. They're most likely just wherever they feel like they want to be.
Are all of, or is the fish all around the external area of this terrace?
No, this is essentially like you look down and you see the roof on the building itself. Like, this is a little bit higher up than just the roof itself, and it's built into the roof. So it's not like there's anything around the house itself that has them in there. It's just kind of like a separate viewing area for them. And it looks fairly beautiful, glistening in the sunlight.
I dragged the bugbear over to the edge and throw it off.
Throw it off? Okay. What's your intent? Are you trying to throw it into the water, or are you trying to throw it onto the
Trying to
roof?
push it off of the edge.
It falls. The body... Well, roll strength. And then after this, we'll get back to you.
You also have inspiration.
Listen, I saw that.
I just merely moved it.
Roll again, boy. That was I will give you that, because that should have been a 1.
18.
All right, you drag him successfully and push him over the edge, and he falls down and he slams onto the roof, and just
Nothing happens.
Nothing.
That's fine.
nothing. That's it.
I just got.
You see some of the fish, thanks to the loud noise, swim into the edges and then disappear, but not all of them, just some of them. Back to Redos. So you notice that slat, but it's underneath the throne.
I pull it out.
What are you trying to pull out?
You said it was like a handle.
Yeah, like it looks like that there might be something underneath the throne, like a hatch. But the
Okay,
throne is currently on top of it.
Lift it up. I open it. However way it does.
The throne's currently sitting on
You
top
have
of
to
it.
get the chair
It's
off
currently
of it.
you lift it up and it goes clang.
I push the chair off.
Roll strength.
I wasted my strength throw.
10.
10. You have a bit of trouble, but you manage to push it, and while you're pushing it, it seems to kind of come undone, and then it falls over instead of just sliding over. It just seems to kind of fall to pieces.
I did it.
You see a door underneath.
I open it.
You yank it open, and you see
so
a ladder.
It goes like this, right?
Yeah, just...
I want to be like behind the door and like pull it up.
When you open it up and nothing happens, and looking
Cool.
down into it, you can see a ladder that descends back in.
I look down. Can I see anything?
You see that it goes down for probably about 15 feet or so, and there's just a wood floor underneath.
I go down.
Okay.
Tippa follows.
Okay. So
Shaking the ladder the whole way down.
I'm like, all right,
One
if
that
you guys
has
want to
nothing.
die, go
I'm
ahead.
gonna use this.
Tippa makes a fucking bolt for
I
it.
want to use it because I drew that before I had a little thing. So going down
Oh, it's
underneath.
so cute.
Hold up. I gotta go back to prior things. That is floor number 2. So coming down the ladder
I know,
from
but
the
it
roof, the
can't
group
put you,
finds
like,
themselves in
on
a.
top, you know?
You find yourselves in a small room that has a
Okay,
large
fine.
chest sitting in the center. And that's pretty much it. It's just a large ornate chest in the center of the room. What you gonna do?
I just yell
So
down
you
there.
go
Did you
over
guys
to
find
it?
anything?
No.
No.
I would like to passively insight
Are you just gonna
them.
try and open it?
No, you don't.
Yeah, no, you ain't got shit.
Okay, so you're trying to open the chest
Yes.
then, right? You try to open it and it
Eats you.
doesn't really budge. It just the lid kind of clacks
If
a little bit.
only
You can
they
tell
had
it's
the key.
locked.
I wonder who got that.
There was a key.
You found the key.
Somebody
I-
found a key.
Somebody
The
was
one who
searching.
looted the body.
Did you
found
take the key?
You are down there.
Did you take the key?
Kind of did not. He took the gold.
I took the gold.
And then he pushed him over the edge.
I'm gonna pick the lock.
I hate you.
Alright, roll.
I do not.
You did not do
Nope.
shit.
Roll for wisdom.
Sounds like a whole lot of nothing down there.
Jack, roll for wisdom.
I told you there was nothing down here. Nah.
With
She
advantage.
has
I'll
inspiration.
give you another one.
3.
God damn it. You doesn't
You giving me pity does nothing
Use
for
this-
me.
It does not click.
You can use inspiration, so you can roll a d6 and add that to your total, if you want. That's up to you.
So you're adding that to your 6.
10.
You remember there's a key on ROOG upstairs.
It was.
What?
Well, there was a key on ROOG
It must have dropped
upstairs.
when I went to pull him.
Well, you
towards
did
the
pull it
edge.
out of his. Like you found the key on him, so
Oh, I
you
was
did take it
throwing
off
it,
of him.
like, yeah,
But
conveniently.
if you didn't pocket it, so it's.
Can someone throw down the key?
I thought there was nothing down there.
There is nothing down
Then
here.
why do you need a key?
Because it's shiny.
I'm guessing I'd be the one finding it.
Yeah, you'll
okay.
see a key laying on the
It's on the ground.
on the ground.
Felix, can you throw it down? We found a little trap door.
I
It's a door within a door.
walk
Damn
over,
doors.
hearing them. I look down
Arden's not gonna stand.
and I
for
just
himself.
I climb down
So
to be
climbing
with them.
down, you then come into this small room.
very loudly. I say, "Oh wow, a treasure chest!"
And Tippa jumps him for the key.
I picked the pocket.
All right, so hold up. We're gonna start trying to. We're gonna do this. Do you two want to work together to try?
Yes.
And get the key? Alright, so which one of you has it better, sleight of hand or athletics? Which one gets a better plus to it? So I will let you roll that.
I just want to point out, he probably would have just given you the key.
No, he wouldn't have.
No.
I would have if you guys like.
It's more fun this way.
We're impulsive neutrals. You can't do
I have
this
a
to
5 on sleight of hand.
us.
You can't use that as an excuse for everything. Maybe sometimes you're just a
Yeah,
dick.
you have a better sleight of hand.
All right, so roll sleight of hand with advantage because her bolting for him is distracting him.
Moss.
19. 19.
All right, and
I gotta
you
roll what?
Roll perception because I want to see if you notice him trying to take it from you.
All right. Well, I mean, I have it. I like. Okay.
Yeah, you're focused on this
No.
one.
I'm gonna use Lucky to Regal.
Didn't you?
Yeah, I thought you
used
used
all
all
3
your
levels.
We took a long
No, we
rest.
took a long
that's
rest.
right.
Rest, remember?
Before Bugbear, yeah.
Oh, that was sad.
Oh boy.
I don't notice it.
Okay. In seeing the cleric bolt at you, you just kind of like reel back, and in the process of you reeling back, he just goes yoink, and then
I trade the key with the dagger. I pickpocketed off of her.
so you now have a dagger in your hand.
Wait, you did take a dagger off me?
Maybe.
Maybe. So
Do I notice that it was switched?
you just
I push the tiefling away and I go down to the lock and
Ryan.
I as soon as I go I stop.
Ryan, do I see them jump him? Because like he's kind of like.
did you come in yet?
No.
No, I'm looking down.
No, because it's like,
Like, he's
the
right
ladder.
on the-
No,
the
it's
ladder
inside.
pops in. They're inside more because
Yeah.
Yeah.
like if anything, you see her come walking up to him pull back, and then you see him go directly for the chest.
Yeah,
'cause he's off to the side.
Yeah, because they're not really jumping him. She just looks like she's moving towards him.
Yeah. So yeah, you now notice that there's a dagger in your hand,
I turn to this one and I go,
and you see him.
really?
And I take my hand and I go, ooh, and I look like I pulled the key out of my hand.
All right. So
Wait, is it lit in
what you
here?
gonna do? It
It's
is.
very lit.
It is well with the light coming down into
Okay.
it where you are.
Okay.
It's very lit with my 2 lit daggers.
You only have one, because light only works at one.
Okay.
I have
She
also
has a
I
light.
needed it.
I didn't look at
Anyways,
it, too.
what are we going to do?
Open it.
I open it.
All right, so
I'm just
the
up
key
here,
fits
like,
in nice and snug,
half
and then when you
jackasses
turn it,
down
it
there.
clicks right away. And
opens it.
opening it up, you find inside
1,000
four
centipedes.
4 potions of minor healing and a flask of very strange liquid.
Can I see if I know what it is?
I love how
Roll Arcana.
Before
they're like
he...
going, I can't.
I'm just up here
That's an
like
11 for Arcana.
I'm gonna also
jackasses down there.
Arden is standing up there, like, disgusting herself.
Brandon, you
with
roll it with advantage.
prestidigitation.
12.
Okay. You two know that it is a flask of alchemist's fire.
Thanks.
Who is currently looking in the chest?
I mean, all
Oh
of
shit!
them.
You
I
dead.
think three of them
Roll
are.
perception.
Oh shit! Y'all dead.
No.
It's a
False bottom.
18.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my last lucky.
Do it.
15.
Okay. You notice nothing. You're like intrigued by the vial, and you two notice that the bottom seems a little strange. What do you guys want to do on that end? I'm gonna check it out.
Sure. Can I expect it for traps first?
By all means, roll investigation.
I see them doing weird things. Can my passive perception pick up on the fact that they're noticing things?
You just think they're scrabbling at the bottom of it. What's your
no,
passive?
My passive is 14.
14. Okay, yeah, you can notice that they're staring intently in it, and you see him start to take a look inside, and you don't notice. 18?
Yeah.
18? Okay, I thought you said 14. Yeah, you notice that there seems to be a small panel of wood that slides off to the right. And it looks like there might be... It looks like there's like a little kind of pinhole right where the... like right in the center of the false bottom.
I slide it.
You slide it? Okay, you hear a click. And nothing. Alright, so when you slide it and it clicks, nothing happens. And if anything, you definitely can realize that this is a false bottom and that you can get your fingers like right around the edge and you could lift it up if you want to.
What's your name again?
Gruck? Are we talking about
Me
the
or him?
barbarian? Or...
Yeah.
What about you?
Redos?
I was gonna say we said it like a gajillion times.
Yeah. I'm terrible with names. No? No?
Lift it.
Lift it? Together?
No. I
Yeah.
don't know anything.
No, I don't know anything.
Oh, now you don't know anything, huh?
No, obviously I would have heard it click and been like, what?
Yeah.
I know that thing.
Come on, what you gonna do?
I lift it.
All right, lifting it up, you see the false bottom pop up, and you see underneath what looks like a contraption, and loaded into it is a dart. And you can see that the wooden piece that you slid unhooked the wire and deactivated the trap. So, having known about stuff like this in the past, you know that this is a fairly common trap. Most likely the dart is poisoned. Fairly often it's a poison that also tends to paralyze, have paralyzing effects. It tends to be fun. It's gonna be great. That would be hilarious. Yeah, you disarmed it. You're good.
You pocket the dart.
The poison's
Under. No. I mean, you can take the dart if you want. Are you sure you want to try to, though?
You might stab yourself.
What is that, a sleight of hand check?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna take the dart. It's 15.
Okay. Reaching in, you grab the piece of wire that's still fairly taut, and you unhook it, and you slowly let it release the dart, and you pull it out before the trap fully clicks off on that end. Because even though it deactivated the part that actually triggers from the box being lifted up, it didn't fully deactivate. It's got a lot of pressure behind it, so it would have shot out after you if you had just yanked it. Underneath, you do see that there's a compartment with a few small things resting in it.
It's a box inside a box inside another box. That's what I'm getting at here.
Okay, so let's see. Yeah, it's resting in a small square compartment and is lined with soft velvety material. Let's see. Which one of you is a wizard? Anyone here? Okay, yeah.
Oh,
so
I'm not a wizard. I'm a sorcerer.
you're
Oh, you
sorcerer.
are?
That's right.
Yeah.
What do we have? We got a
No
sorcerer.
one's a wizard then.
Sorcerer,
Warlock.
cleric, warlock.
Okay then. All right. It just
I am
changes
a
a couple
wizard.
of things in here. I wanted to make sure because I always forget who is what.
Yeah, for some reason I thought you were a
so-
wizard.
Inside,
That's going to be the other campaign.
you find
Oh, sorry.
a thin wand, and also another small vial.
Can I roll perception on that vial?
You have to roll Arcana.
Fuck, you're up.
Roll Arcana.
That's a natural one.
I got
I'm not very
17 for
Arcana.
Arcana.
I got 14.
All right, so both of you know, looking at these, that the potion is a potion of blur, and the wand is a wand of disguise self. It has 3 charges on it. Trust me, it's all
I don't
good.
fucking
There's
need that.
3 charges on it, and then it recharges half a d4 charges per long rest. So essentially, you roll a d4 and you take half of that rounded up, and that's how many charges were restored during a long rest on that end. But that's all you find. That is it. You get a wand of disguise self, and you get a potion of blur.
I would like the wand of disguise self.
Does it come
Bet you
in
would.
a hat form?
No, it does not.
Well, then what am I going to
The
do?
rest of the room,
Yeah.
or on the outside of the box.
You can feel free. Roll investigation. Or, you can roll perception. Okay.
It's an 18.
You don't notice anything else outside the box on that end.
Nothing in the room.
So, for expediency's sake on this end, because there is one last thing that has to do with this quest that I would like to finish out, so then that way when we start up next session, we can get on to something else. You're going to... You've finished what you came here for. You killed the bugbear. You've cleared out the goblins. On your way out, you guys don't really find much of anything else. You leave the mill, and I'm going to assume you are all going to head back and report that at least this one has been finished.
Can
Yes.
Yes.
I want to chop off a goblin ear.
Okay. Yeah, by all means. You on your way out, you can
Only she's neutral good, but only because she wants to prove that they were there and that they did the thing.
Right.
Okay.
So you can take one with you, and as far as things go on
Just
that
when
end,
we get like within an hour of travel, I just disguise self as a regular normal human.
Okay. Let me just do one last thing because I need to make sure that you guys don't. Okay. Yeah. Nothing. All right. You make it back just fine to the town after about a half day's journey.
Is it a poison dart?
Mhm.
It was?
It's a poison dart. What it does is that, if you want to write it down in the notes for it, if you hit someone with it, it will deal 1d4 damage, and then they must make a Constitution saving throw of 13 or higher, or they're paralyzed for the next hour. It's a fun one. That would have been great. I would have loved watching you guys drag someone back. That would have been great. So you get back to the town. You remember that Mayor Bronthide was the one who gave you this quest.
Yes.
And after asking around...
Wand of Disguise Self, then?
What?
Well,
Did
we
I
didn't
actually-
discuss
Technically,
who
you
actually-
guys didn't discuss that on that end.
Can I
But
have it?
for reasons, we're gonna wait on that one. You're gonna ask around town, find out that Mayor Bronthide is at the bar, and going into the bar, you're going to find him sitting there with his two little cohorts. Who wants to? Okay, Tippa, go forward.
Tippa walks forward. She goes, "Remember me?"
Yes, the group of adventurers that we enlisted to solve some of our problems. How goes the hunt? It's been a couple of days.
It went really well. We picked up 2 new friends.
Almost died a couple times.
I can tell, and he looks up at the very tall orc and just goes, I see you've enlisted some more brawn to your group, and then he turns and he looks at you and he goes,
I'm the scrawn.
Indeed.
So I almost died, but we killed all the goblins and killed the bugbear, which, by the way, looks nothing like a bug or a bear, and I was extremely disappointed.
He laughs and goes, well, the name may be misleading on that one, but they are a nasty type of creature. He smiles and says, I am happy that you were able to liberate the mill. I'll be sure to send some people over to clean up the mess, and hopefully we can get it up and running within the next couple of days, and we can at least start having fresh food brought back into the town. He looks at you all and he says, by the way, did you find anything of interest there outside of the goblins and the bugbear?
Fish.
There's rats.
I was actually going to say we found some fish.
He goes, well, I find it strange. I remember that the owners had a couple of magical items lying around. I was just wondering if any of you had run into any of them. If you had, I might have something that I could offer as a trade.
We found a lot of stuff, my friend.
Tippa goes like this, and she goes, I found a ring. It's not magical, but it's pretty.
You sounded like a... What's the girl from Harry Potter? The ghost girl?
Oh, Moaning Myrtle.
He nods and he goes, well, that is nice. But I had heard that there was a wand there of some type and a couple of potions on that end. But if you don't have it, then I guess I can leave it as is. But if you do make your way back and you do find it, and you're willing to at least look at my offer, then I can see what we can do on that end.
Found a stick.
You pulling out the stick. He smiles and he goes, yes, that's what I had heard about. I believe a wand, it is a wand of disguise self. And they were very secretive people, and sometimes when it came to getting items to and fro, they didn't really want to be. They didn't want their business meddled in.
Done.
An interesting item, and I am a collector of magical wares, and I was. And he just raises his hand up and he says, Skyn, go back and grab the items. And the dwarf, you see, will turn and walk off. And after a minute or so, he will come out with a tray. And on the tray are 3 boxes.
Oh no.
The Price is Right.
Left-
Dungeons and Dragons.
Left to
edition.
right, you will notice the first box seems to be ornate and made of a vibrant red wood. Its edges have a fine golden filigree set into it, and on the top of the box is a picture of a dragon spewing red flames on a demon. The second box seems to be made of deep blue glass. On closer inspection, you guys notice that it seems to mimic the night sky, and the specks in the glass shimmer almost as if they're stars themselves. And then on the third box is made of an earthly type of wood, actually. It is a deep brown color with emeralds set into the edges of the box, and at the top of the box is what looks to be an eldritch knight etched into it. The knight's shield glistens with what seems to be a magical power. It says, I will allow you to pick one of these boxes, and you can see what is inside of it, and if you wish to trade for it, then I will trade you for the item.
Chipper points to the third box and goes, I want to see what's inside of it.
Can I make a perception check to see if I can maybe identify anything about the items inside?
The boxes aren't really see-through. You just know that they most likely contain something, and he does assure you that they are each magical items of similar value to the wand.
Just out of curiosity, can I just...
So we only get
But
we only get to pick
you
one.
only
and
get to pick
open it?
one and open it, and you can each confer and decide which one you would want to open. Maybe take a vote. If you need any descriptions of the boxes again, you're more than welcome to ask.
I'm just like, you guys can choose. I'm getting a drink. Anyone want to come?
I'm fairly interested by this, but you can go along.
Okay.
If I had to infer, probably had some sort of thing that lets somebody who doesn't be able to see in the night sky see in the night sky.
I think
Maybe.
you're wrong, but I think the third one is our best bet.
I think you just like the wood.
I think you might be probably somewhat correct. However, I'm also a cleric, and I want to open the box.
The mayor, who seems rather amused, will say, all right, how about this? I will allow you to choose 2 boxes, but you must hand over the wand, the potion, and the any potions that you would have found there. Essentially, you have to trade in everything that you had gotten from the quest.
What if we don't want what's in the boxes?
Then you can feel free to meander on
So we can look.
and choose.
We
one.
don't have to trade, but we can look at 2 boxes if we trade everything.
But we already have the potions from... My brain's blanking. I don't have my page.
The one that I got the healing, yeah.
Yes. So,
The only
I don't-
potions we'd be giving
What's
up
Blur
would be
even do?
the fire.
Blur gives... you have 1 minute where you're blurry and you get disadvantage on attacks against you.
Okay.
Could be useful, but it depends if we get a permanent item that's useful.
Yeah, that's only useful once.
Let's look into the boxes.
I just say we
Yeah,
give
I'm
him everything.
yeah.
So which 2 boxes are we looking at?
What was the first
Come
one?
on down, guys. Let's see what's
I
happening
say
on the Price is
the
Right.
second one and the third one. The first
So,
one was the dragon
The
with
first
the fire.
one was the dragon that was breathing fire and the demon. The second one was the deep blue glass that looked like the night sky, and the third one had the eldritch knight on it.
Oh, the other thing.
Yeah, so I say we do the last 2.
So you're gonna do the last 2. So he will then point at Skyn, and Skyn will open up those 2 boxes for you. In the box with the deep blue glass, you'll find a small ring whose gem seems to sparkle as if it contains 1,000 stars. The gold band seems thin and dainty, but the gem is a star sapphire imbued with magical powers. Mayor Bronthide then looks at all of you and says, this ring is known as Orion's Light. Once the wearer attunes to the ring itself, they can cast a spell that hasn't been known for centuries upon end. It's an old artifact called Bathe in Light. Bathe in Starlight. It allows... So he says, essentially, you point at an enemy, and the enemy will start to glow. And so I'll just read off the whole thing. So it allows the user to point at an enemy once per long rest and cause the enemy to irradiate a glow as bright as a star. The enemy must make a Constitution saving throw against the wearer's spell save modifier, or take 1d4 radiant damage on each of its turns. Be visible to all within 200 feet, as long as the view is unobstructed. and any attacks made against them are made with advantage for 1 whole minute. So that's how long the spell will last. At the end of each of its turns, it can make a Constitution roll to end those effects, though. So essentially, it's just a lasting effect that it can make rolls against until, it's done.
So attacks against it are made with advantage?
With advantage, okay? The other box that they open up contains a small wooden ring with emeralds etched into it and make it look as if vines are growing along it. Its smooth lacquered surface feels calming to the touch. He tells you that this is called Nelfin's Stalwart Ring, and once belonged to an eldritch knight of old, who imbued it with their protection magic. The ring gives the wearer a +1 to AC, and once attuned to it, the ring gives them advantage on saving throws against being charmed, given fear, petrified, or paralyzed.
I want the light bulb.
So, do you want to trade all of your items for this?
I want the tank ring.
You want the tank ring?
I want the tank ring.
Do you? So is that what we're doing?
I mean, technically, he's the one in control of all the items.
Me?
Yeah, you have everything.
You have them
You're
all.
right. We'll deal.
You're gonna do it? Alright, so he will then Skyn will place the items down and he'll hold his hands out waiting for you to give him the items, and after receiving them he will walk off after having placed them in the back. He will come back out and he will take the 2 boxes off the trays and he will hand the star one to you and the wooden one to the one who clearly seems to want the wooden one.
Ha!
And they're yours to have. I will give... Essentially, you can feel free to wear it if you want. Are you going to put it on right away?
I shake off the old ring and toss it out like yesterday's trash. And I put on my new ring.
When you
Really threw it on the ground?
When you put
I
it...
threw it on the ground.
Arnie's gonna pick it up. She's gonna be like, the fuck's wrong with you?
When you put the ring on, it almost feels as if suddenly your finger is now running along fine blades of grass, and you feel a calming sensation wash over you. So that's how that feels when you put that on. And then the other ring you guys can feel do with what you want. Granted, like I said, when you use a spell, they have to make a Constitution saving throw against the spell save modifier for the person who used it. So keep that in mind. You don't have spell casting.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do they have to have spells?
That's why I was like, you were so excited for it, and I was like,
I want it.
You're not a spellcaster though.
Can I ask what was in the other box?
It's none of your business.
Yeah, sure, why not? He will open up the other box, and he says that this is a ring of dragon's fire. You can see that the ring etched onto the metal is looks like scales. It's dyed like a deep red color, and he says this essentially this prevents you from being completely incinerated by fire. So you essentially, you get resistance on fire damage dealt against you. Definitely, though. I mean, the only cool thing that really comes with it is that when you wear it, it feels as if your skin becomes as hard as dragon scales.
No, it feels
But
like
it's
that,
not
though.
actually.
No, nope, it's not. You wish it was.
I mean, I
But
think
it
we
wouldn't.
made it.
That's just drunk goggles where you think you can do things you can't do.
Exactly, that's the point. But that is it. So, as far as things go on that end, we will end for tonight.
Yay.
We have finally finished one of the quests. We only have 3 more to go after this.
I can't believe you actually thought we were gonna get more than this done.
I was hoping, but
No,
it is
I mean,
what it is.
no, the first conversation we had before we even played.